Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know why I'm here. Thank you guys for checking out another one of my intraday slash day trade analysis. Just a little review of whatever I went through on Sunday and whatever the market gave during the past couple of days, and looking for some intraday setups. What I'm here to do and to help everybody else out. So let's go ahead and just get this started. So DXY been absolutely bullish for the past couple of days. Well, not absolutely, but just like been pretty bullish for the past couple of days. This break of this structure that I had drawn out on Sunday, this could be a break and retest, possibly speaking, right here, but that's not what I'm looking for on the DXY. Personally speaking, I really want the DXY to still come back down to make a retracement before continuing to the upside, but I'm not gonna necessarily try to bet on it necessarily. But I do want to see the DXY still come like down towards 89.534 before continuing to the upside. But again, this could be a break and retest that we see right here. Like price broke the structure, retesting it. If it holds right here, then yeah, I could definitely expect it to continue to the upside, and probably create higher highs, even come up to this extension right here at 90 points or basically 91, right? But even if it does, wait, hold on. Let me push this up even higher because that's where the fib is supposed to be at now. So even though this isn't such an impulsive move, on the daily time frame, it does look way better when you're drawing out this fib. So if you go to the daily time frame, you draw out that fib. Okay, well then this looks like a bullish impulsive move to the upside. Now, it hasn't broke the structure that's up here, but it's broken through this structure right here. So again, I'm trying to see exactly what the DXY wants to do right now. Like I can't see any volume on it or anything like that. But there you go. But again, um, right now, lower time frame, this is bullish, but higher time frame, it's still very much bearish, and it doesn't look like it has any intentions of doing the digital dash quite yet, but hey, it can very much happen. It is the second week of the year, so it's like gotta wait, gotta wait it out and see what's good. But definitely, like I mentioned, want to see price drop down before coming back to the upside. Let's go on to see what arbitrage has for us. Let me go ahead and hide that out. So clear all this. 15-minute time frame first and foremost. Called for a sell last night. Retesting that RSI line, looking for a possible drop. Let me see the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, so 1 hour is calling for sells right now, and it's holding off pretty well on there. So I'm going to be looking for retracements right now on the DXY. Now this could definitely turn around anytime soon from now, but like if I was to like press any buttons, it'd probably be right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my alert DXY arbitrage short exit all once per bar close, but I'm looking for that retracement on the DXY right about now, especially with arbitrage calling for the sell. Now, level pro hasn't confirmed quite yet. It's not there yet. This needs to drop a little more before that gets confirmed. And also same thing with the arbitrage Z. You gotta wait a little bit more before those two gets confirmed for the drop, but I like it a lot. Let me look at the 30-minute time frame. I don't really trade on a 30-minute, but just want to see. Yeah, 30 minutes called for this sell as well. So I'm going to be definitely getting into some trades this morning with the DXY. So let's go on over to Euro USD first and foremost. And kind of same thing. Oh, Euro USD hasn't called for the sell yet. That's cool. I mean, for the buy yet. And that's cool. But Euro USD, definitely wanted to see the same thing. We definitely want this price to climb back up to like 1.22840, even 1.2300. That'd be lovely. And then I want to see a drop on it. So kind of the same thing. Just push to the upside, then drop. Glad that I didn't really call anything. I did try to get into EU a little early, but I'm like, nope. Arbitrage is calling for the exit. let's go ahead and get out, and we could wait a little bit, right? So Euro USD is looking like on the lower time frame is giving us some time, not double top. It actually looks like a triple. I mean, not a double bottom. It actually looks like a triple bottom right here. But with that DXY calling for a sell, makes me want to get into a Euro USD buy. But if I go on to the 1 hour time frame over here, hasn't called that buy just yet. So you could play this either one of two ways, because I'm pretty sure that the 15 minute, yeah, the 15 minute is looking a little still bearish, right? So you can wait. I'm not gonna play this 15 minute. Let me look at the 30 minute real quick. Yeah, so the 30 minute is still calling for this sell right here. So that's a little concern for me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set this 1 hour um, arbitrage buy on, and this could help with the buy entry on Euro USD for that retracement that I want, right? So if we can get that buy on here, the buy alert, basically breakout, retest, continuation type thing. That's what I'm really trying to look at for Euro USD. Going to the 4 hour time frame, just look at what it has. That will match up with the RSI line. Daily time frame again. Ooh, this is finally starting to look like I might want to call for a sell. So cool. So that's even better for me seeing the daily looking like this and setting up for a sell. That's cool, but again, I still need to see a retracement on Euro USD for me to really be comfortable getting into it. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and set up this alert, or the alert set, waiting for that to play out. Once it does, then we're all good to go. So let me actually change the DXY so I know what I'm looking at. Then change these colors. Okay. 80 USD. Ooh, looking about the same thingish. All right. So AU. First of all, okay, there we go. So AU, I had mentioned that I'm still bullish on it. Price came pushed to the upside last week, retested 78.6 fib, dropped even a little lower to scare some traders. But if you did take this buy on Sunday, then you should be in profit. Again, I'm not really too crazy about trading AUUSD, but I still do think that this is going to go to the upside, especially since it did all this. It looked like even it gave a little small head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulders, although it's hella ugly. Looks a little lopsided. So there's the left shoulder. Here's the head. Here's the right shoulder. Now again, a little ugly. Came a little lower than one would want if they're looking for a head and shoulders pattern. But then as soon as it came and dropped down here, pushed up to the upside. So gave that little inverted head and shoulders pattern right there. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely AU again. It's been ridiculously bullish. There's no reason to really try to say that, oh, I want to kind of sell it at this point, because every week that we've been trying to sell AU has just been going higher. So it's like, okay, then how about we just don't look for sells when the trend is obviously bullish, right? 4 hour time frame, like I said, if this would have broken, if this downside would have broken, then that's a different story. But okay, maybe it started to show some bearish movement, but I don't think it is, right? And so have this break the support of this zone right here, possibly still looking for the upside push. That's basically what I'm looking for on AUD USD. And then if we go on over to arbitrage, we can see on the 1 hour time frame, it's already called for that buy. Now, what I would definitely rather want to see is price push down a little lower, which would be like that 61.8 fib on the fib chart, and then push to the upside. That's what I would like to see on AUD USD, but I don't think that might happen. Best thing that I could really do is just set an alert. AUD USD crossing arbitrage RSI line. then once per bar close, and then I'll go ahead and create it or retest RSI. And so if it does this, then hey, I possibly look to get into a buy on AUD USD. But until then, I'm gonna wait it out a little bit. So we're gonna be watching this as well. GU, I'm still a little trippy on it. Not really though. It's been bullish. Gonna go ahead and set my stop loss at break even on GU because that's how much we were risking. Still looking for it to come to the upside, but you got to watch right here because it could definitely just drop from this bearish impulsive move that it made. So, oops, wrong indicator. GU could definitely just push. Oops, no, that's definitely not what I was looking for. There we go. GU can be holding right here. I've been looking for drops right here at this place right here. So gonna want to wait and watch to see. I don't think that's gonna happen. I still do believe that this take profit is gonna hit. So again, just gonna be holding this trade. But yeah, GU should be in profits. It is up currently right now about 87 pips, pushed all the way up to 95 pips. But we did take losses on GJ and EG last night. I saw those and I'm like, oh, these might be good opportunities. Nope, decided not to play that. They decided not to play. So I'm just like, okay, well, it is what it is. But yeah, just continue on with this GU trade. Arbitrage, I called that like about 7 o'clock. So I'm just like, yeah, gonna let this play out. 4 hour time frame, let's see what this looking like. Starting to call for a buy. Probably will come back to these highs though. Well, it's just a good setup overall. Daily time frame, oh, this was nice. Daily time frame looks like it's setting up for a buy, but it's gonna take a minute before it gets there. Probably like another 5 to 6 days if it is gonna go bearish. So yeah, with GU, we're already in it. Caught it on Sunday, so just still got to play in it, right? Already went through AU. Let's go to EA. That is so funny. Okay. So EA didn't necessarily play out like I thought it was going to play out. I had an alert down here set to see that, okay, if price comes down here, maybe I'll try to get into a buy entry. That didn't end up playing out like I thought it was. But hey, it is what it is, right? So what I'm still kind of looking at is EA push to the downside, especially with AU pushing, still going bullish. I still do think that yes, EA is gonna drop, and at this point it's kind of like, okay, well, one or two things got to happen. Let me push this a little lower because I just still push up to the upside, which I kind of still want, and it could respect this demand zone down here, or it can come do a quick liquidity grab and then push to the upside, which I kind of don't think is going to happen. If this demand zone falls, I feel like it's just going to be a break retest and a continuation to the downside. But if that's what's going to happen, I'm unfortunately going to have to miss it because I don't like how that looks, to be honest. I'd rather just like I said, wait for the break and retest if it's going to be selling at this point. So I'm just going to be holding my hand on this one, not really going to trade it that much. Just going to be looking for opportunities. Come over here to this arbitrage. This was a trade that I took an L on. It's all right. 15-minute time frame, setting up for a buy, but I don't really care for EA at this point because if you're gonna try to catch anything at this point, it's gonna be from a bottom, and you can still get wicked out before price pushes up to where you need it to push. So just gonna be waiting on EA. Same thing with GA. Well, not same thing with GA. GA, you should actually be in profits if you had gone into this trade. This was from arbitrage. Was risking 75 pips on it, should be up in profits at least 75%. I mean, at least 75 pips. Yeah, 88 pips. So this trade actually got out early, but for those if you're still in it, you can go ahead and take. I would take 80% profits over here, to be honest, and make sure your stop loss is at break even. Really, because this could just end up pushing up higher, or it could come down lower. It's called the 1 hour sell, so that's good. Like I said, take some partials. If price ends up coming back down and then pushing up to the upside even more, that'd be even better. Would probably get me back into the trade type of thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set an alert GA arbitrage. Oh no, not that. Actually, GA crossing arbitrage RSI line. Once per bar close, create. There we go. So I'm gonna wait for this alert to play out and then maybe possibly get into a second entry on GA type of thing. But yeah, GA looks solid for the buy still. Waiting for that retracement. EG, like I mentioned yesterday, took an L on that. Go to the 4 hour. Took an L on this trade. Possibly looks like we got wigged out. So apparently, I was right with that, with this push to the upside and then price dropping down. That's unfortunately it is what it is. Got out a little too early on that trade from last week, but hey, again, it is what it is. Not really tripping. Still want price if it's gonna come down to these lows for it to break and retest. It's been really bearish on EG. Just wanted to try to get some type of retracement possibly, or not retracement, but like a fake out to the upside before price drops down. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna be really patient with EG and just wait for it to kind of come down to this support, maybe even possibly break and retest. Get that out of here. Break and retest this. That's what I'm really kind of looking for more of. Like I said, I just wanted to catch a retracement because I was thinking that EG might go bullish. But hey, it is what it is. Don't trade GU. Don't buy GU and EG at the same time because one of them is going to get canceled out. Right here, EG definitely calling bearish move on a daily. So I should have looked at that yesterday, but it's fine. Yeah, definitely took an L on EG. I'm pretty sure if I would have looked at arbitrage, I would have avoided that L. But it is what it is. I liked how it looked, and just got to take the L. Weekly time frame. I don't know why I haven't been paying attention to this because it called for the sell, retested nicely again. Looks like it's gonna drop. So should have paid attention to this, but it is what it is. Took an unnecessary L, but can't look at EG at this point in time until, like I said, I want to see more of a break and retest to the downside before I look at selling it or anything like that. E-Chef might be a good trade. So there's that. Euro NZD, gonna go ahead and actually come up over here. All right, so EN, right now kind of looks like we're having a break and retest of this zone that I drew out. That's my number one thing. I'm actually in an EN buy right now. But yeah, this is basically what I'm seeing. Price came, retested. No, hold on. Price came up, retested, dropped a little more, came back up to the high. I kind of want to see this go into a bull run, but at the same time, it could definitely just hold right here and then end up dropping. Very much bearish on the daily time frame. Very much bearish. Still holding under this zone. So that's something that I'm watching out for. But yeah, I could also draw the zone out this way as well to be like, well, that could be incorrect, and the zone could be like right here. Which if it is, then that's cool. Like it's holding at this level, that looks even better, honestly speaking, for my bias. It looks better for my bias. But then if I have it just like how it was, then it's kind of like, okay, well, now I'm going against my bias, which isn't always a bad thing to, when you're doing an analysis, to try to go against what you're looking for, because then it helps you be like, okay, well then, no, is do I really want to get into this trade type of thing. So let me scooch in a little more. Because yeah, I mean, we have some bullish movement. Looks like it's just retesting this down here, and then could possibly go to the upside. So that's what I'm kind of looking at to see if that's what EN wants to do. Going based off of this over here, I was trying to go off of the 4 hour arbitrage, and I think it called for an exit, but it was holding at this lower danger zone right here. So that's the only reason why I haven't gotten out yet of this trade, because it's been holding at this lower danger zone, and that's I use that as a support. And so again, I'm just waiting to see, because it still looks like the level pro might be still calling for this buy. So I'm just gonna wait and see what happens here. But if you guys want, you guys could take this trade. If it does come any lower, then I'm most likely gonna be getting out. But my stop loss is under these lows, and I still like the way how this looks personally. 1 hour time frame, not the greatest look though. The 1 hour looks like it's gonna sell. So, and this actually looks more of a sell setup to me than a buy, because, well, I mean, this already kind of played out for the sell break, retested high, and then dropped. Kind of already played out for that. The 15 minutes calling for a buy, so I'm still in this trade. Basically, I'm still gonna be holding it, because again, I like the potential that it has on this 4 hour. But as long if it leaves this lower danger zone right here, I'm gonna skedaddle. So that's with your NZD. Again, I'm already in this trade. So if you would like, by all means, you could hop into. Wait, where is the trade even at? Don't even know why I hit it. But yeah, if you want, you can hop in this trade with me. But just know that I have my early exit on, or not my early exit, but I'm watching it. And again, if it passes anywhere lower than like 1.69 hundredth, then I'm out of there basically. But it has to close. If it doesn't close under, then I'm just gonna be like, it's still in this lower danger zone. I'm still trading it. So that is for Mr. En. Let's go over to GJ, because I did set up this trade, and it was a 15-minute setup. The trade was a 15-minute setup. I don't know why I traded this 15-minute setup, to be honest with you. I could have just been like, nah, it's 15-minute. It looks extremely bullish. It could still push to the upside, which it did. So I'm gonna go ahead and close all that. Wait, did I hide it or did I remove it? Yeah, I removed everything. Okay, so GJ, first and foremost, I want to see where the point of control is. So point of control is still right where price is at, basically. If I zoom it out this way, zoom control is quite a little bit under, but it's almost basically where price is at on the daily time frame. If I zoom out like this and go on to the lower time frame, to the 4 hour, then you'll see that the point of control is down here. Man, again, if I would have looked at the higher time frame, I would not have taken this trade, honestly, because it did retest that 61% nicely, and then pushed up to the upside. I would not have taken this trade if I was looking at that. But hey, I was looking, like I said, it was a 15-minute setup. So I'm just like, why not try it? But should have did better. I should have did a better analysis and be like, oh, this is not looking good on the higher time frame. Or even if I were to push it down right here, then it would have been like the 50%. But off of this bullish push right here to the upside, 61% continuation. Figured out why I lost the trade. It is what it is. Daily time frame, though, overall, dang, point of control is down here. It's back up to these highs. Let's go to the weekly, actually, at this point. Let me get rid of this because it's just hurting my eyes now. So we have this structure, this supply zone that GJ came up too. I really potentially see something like this happening to GJ for it to grab some liquidity all the way up here and then end up tanking for a long-term type of move because this is on the weekly again. Um, I don't necessarily think that it's gonna just leave a top right here and drop. It would be ideal, but I don't know. And again, GJ's just been bullish. Has just been slowly climbing up for the past couple of weeks. Not even past couple, for like the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like at least quarter. For the past quarter, at least, has been just steadily climbing. So don't necessarily want to look for any type of sells on here. I mean, I could draw a fib from this high to this low, and then you could say that, oh, well, it's getting closer to that 78.6. Yeah, that's accurate, but it takes a while for weekly fibs to play out. So again, GJ not really looking for anything on it right now. You could be looking for sells. You could be a crazy person like myself sometimes. Put this on the personal account, let it play out for however long it's going to play out, and then look like this if you want. But this is a huge move. This is on the weekly. This is not a. This is for almost 1,800 pips. So I'm not even gonna look for that personally speaking. But GJ definitely looks like it still wants to go up a little higher. Nothing on arbitrage is going to be telling you to be selling right now. Everything is just going to be like, oh, buy, buy, buy. 15-minute time frame, buy. Yeah, everything's going for buys right now. But I'm not going to be getting into anything. So that is for Mr. GJ. I'm going to swing over to you, Chef, real quick. So you, Chef, I know you guys are like, what? You looking at you, Chef? You don't usually look at you, Chef. But anyways, you, Chef, kind of looking at the same thing for Euro USD. I kind of, well, not kind of. I do want this to actually retrace to the downside before I get in. I don't know why this fib looks like this instead of the other way. But yeah, I want to see EG or U Chef push down to like the 71% down here before deciding to continue on to the upside. Daily time frame has been extremely bullish. So this is more of a swing type of setup. It hasn't broken the structure yet. So that's something that you definitely need to keep an eye on. Price hasn't broken through the structure. It could possibly do a stop hunt to the upside before it does do the push to the downside. Not really buying it though. I think that it could potentially even drop from where it's at right now. So this is what I'm looking for. Even if it comes back to those equal highs, that'd be cool, but I don't think it would do that. I'd rather see it again push down than go to the upside. Um, Going on over to arbitrage, 1 hour time frame, very close to setting up for that sell, but it could be just rejecting off of here as well for it to go bullish. So want to be careful. Going to go ahead and just set up my alert to tell me that, oh, it's time for you to get into you, Chef. Arbitrage shorts once per bar close creates. But I do like this sell opportunity that could be potentially happening. 30-minute time frame, I'm more than certain that it caught for a sell. Yeah, caught for the sells, retesting RSI line right now. It could drop. So if you want, you could take the sell right now, but I'm just gonna go ahead and give the 1 hour the benefit of the doubt and try to trade on this. It'll put call and get probably the next 2 hours maybe. Call for a sell, retest, and then a drop. That's what I'll be looking for on you, Chef. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put this on the blue marker and watch what it does. I'm not looking at tacos. Gold, I'm still looking for the same thing. It's actually called for the buy on the 1 hour. But yeah, same thing as what I've been looking for since last week. I want this push to 1920, or not this week, since Sunday. Want this push to 1920, then a retracement back down to 1775. Not going to really talk much on gold because it's the same thing that I'm seeing right now. 1 hour time frame. If price can come back down and retest this RSI line, I'm still in it for the buy. to the upside. So in it. All right, 1894 will be my TP according to arbitrage. I already know the 4 hour is not calling for no buys. Looking like that'll be a retest for the RSI line. 15-minute definitely calling for buys. Daily time frame is confused. Daily time frame doesn't know what it wants to do. If it holds right here, then it's probably just going to end up pushing to the downside. So going to be looking for that, but I want this retest first for me to get into gold. I want this retest, then push to the upside. Let's go up. Let's look at these indices, man. I think they might be dropping this morning, maybe for a quick drop before it pops up again. So S&P might be my blessing today. Okay, so this was from last week. Don't know why it's still here. So we all know this: S&Ps, Dow Jones, and Nasdaq been making higher highs. It's inevitable. That's just what these things are doing. It could possibly be looking for some type of resistance right here, where price could be failing to continue higher, and price could be dropping right here. Which I kind of like to. I would definitely kind of like to see price come back down here, retest the zone, and then keep pushing to the upside, because it's a bull market. Why would you be looking for like long-term sales on a bull market? Just would want a retracement to down here, continuation to the upside type of move. I definitely do see it because what I've noticed, S&P and Dow Jones or the U.S. indices, they give a short-term sell during the week, just like something like this, a super tanky move, and then continue making higher highs. So going to be watching for that this morning. Dow Jones, same thing really. Could be looking to hold at this resistance right here, possibly push up, fake out, then drop. I would love to see this happen. So I just would love to see a quick drop to down here, continuation to the upside. Again, extremely bullish. Why would you want to be bearish overall in a very bullish market? It's not really smart too. So just a push to the downside and then pop up. So watching for that on the Dow Jones as well. Ripple. Oh man, if I would have bought right here at the 61.8, it would have been all cheese. But it's okay, because I'm not really looking for sells right now on Ripple. I mean, I'm not really looking for buys right now on Ripple. I like this break and retest action that we have here. I still want to see price drop down to like the likes of 18, maybe even 15 cents on Ripple with the SEC regulations and all that stuff going on. Skrill, Coinbase, a whole bunch of other cryptocurrency exchanges, they're going to be stopping cryptocurrency trading on their platforms, and that's cool and everything. I'm still investing in Ripple because I'm not following what the sheep are doing. I'm following what the big companies are doing. I'm following what those companies that have been with Ripple, that are still staying with Ripple. I'm betting on them, and I'm not betting on everybody else. And it'll reward me, man. So I'm just, like I said, I'm waiting. I'm still looking for this push to the downside on Ripple. That kind of looks like what it's actually going to do, maybe. But again, you also have to think about this fib, that if you draw it from, like, let's just say from this low to this high, price came down to the 78 point, almost to the 78.6, and then popped up to the upside. So this could be very much still going bullish, but I'm waiting on a move like this right here, push to the downside, then continue up. I already know 15-minute time frame already calling for a sell, break and retest. That would have been a solid entry. FTMO has trash spreads for Ripple, so I can't even trade it. On here, I probably have to go on my personal account. This looks like it's setting up for a buy on the higher time frame, so that's something to watch out for. But the 4 hour is calling for a sell. So again, with that 4 hour calling for a sell like that, possibly looking for another downside push on Ripple before it continues. Like I said, I want to see 14. I want to see 14, 15 cents. No, 15 cents. Maybe even 14 cents. I'll buy some more on my my cryptocurrency exchange app or whatever, put it on a ledger, and then keep it pushing. Um, Bitcoin, you could watch out for the same thing. Maybe it can make a possible another push to the downside. Doesn't quite look like that though. Remember how I mentioned yesterday? You can post it on social media. I'm like, if price looks like, why is all this here? I deleted this stuff. Sorry, I had drew a lot on the lower time frame right over here. Okay, but yeah, um, I had said that price if it holds right here, is going to be looking to push to the upside. It definitely did do that for that 4 hour time frame. I got into this trade. Don't want to necessarily put it at break even because I still am targeting this 50,000. And again, this is a bull market. Why would you want to try to look for sells? I mean, it's not necessarily wise to look for buys when price is high, but price came lower, and this daily close does not look to me like Bitcoin wants to drop. So with that being said, I'm just like I'm still bullish on this thing. Like, why would you want to again? Why would you want to be bearish? And why would you want to say that? Oh, I want to sell when there's like really no signs of any type of selling pressure at all. Like, look at the weekly time frame even been actually absolutely crazy. So if you over here wanting to say that, oh, I want to get into a sell, if you get that lucky push to the downside where it's going crashing to 20,000, you're right, and it is what it is. I'm not in the business of being right. I'm in the business of looking at high probability trades and taking them. And right now, this does not look like a seller's market. It looks like to me that this is just retesting the zone for it to push to the upside. So again, with Bitcoin, I'm still very much bullish on it. That's my little analysis on it. And you could even do it like this. Let's say if you take it from this wick to the downside and push it to the upside, you can still see that price came to the 78.6, would have gave very little drawdown. You would have been in mad profit if you would have gotten at the 78.6 fib, or even at the 71% fib, which is where I got in at from this drop, and it's still solid as hell. So again, I mean, I gave out the play. Not, I didn't give out the play, but I gave out like this is what I'm saying on Bitcoin. I don't think it's gonna go bullish right now. If I mean bearish, if it does, hey, I'm wrong, and I'm okay with being wrong. I'm not in the business of being right. I'm in the business of looking for high probability trades and taking them. So yeah, Bitcoin still think it's gonna go bullish. I'm actually in this Litecoin trade right now as we speak in my personal account. Kind of the same thing. Could have taken it from this low to this high, retraced to the 78.6 fib right here. Could have been in profit. Right now, what does it look like? It looks like it's just retesting the structure. Going to continue to the upside. That's what it looks like to me. And if you even look at it on a if you look at it on the daily or the weekly point of view, you can see that it looks like what is it doing? It's retesting this previous weekly high structure that it made. And this weekly candle is still not closed yet. So this is definitely far from over. Like I said, this daily candle does not really convince me that price wants to sell. I would be looking at what price is going to do at 165.15. Maybe it is going to drop. Who knows? But again, I'm not bearish on cryptocurrencies quite yet. It's in a bullish market. It's crazy to want to say that, oh, I want to sell in a bullish market. Daily time frame, look at this could be a retest of this RSI line for price to continue to the upside. So gonna wait and see what those do. Mm, I don't think there's anything else that I really want to take a look at. Let's just look at what these pairs are doing. Ooh, tacos might be going bullish. This is what I want to see. I like that. I like that daily candle. But the everything else is looking bearish, but I definitely like that daily candle. Um, but yeah, everything else still just pressing on with them. Is there any questions? Any other pairs that anybody else wants me to look at? I like this Euro UN Euro NZD. I don't know why I didn't put a buy on this. Buying that. Ripple again. Still think is gonna drop. Is there anything else anybody wants me to look at? And if not, then I will be out of here. Yeah, it's still not there quite yet. See what I mean? All right, well, if that's the case, guys, then I'll go ahead and stop the meeting. I appreciate y'all for hopping on. And for those who are catching the playback, I appreciate it. And let's make some money out here, guys. Been a little rough beginning, but nothing too bad that I don't stress over. Well, at least for me personally. I don't know how you guys' account looks, but from the trades that I've given, should be like break even type of stuff. So, yep, no problem, Monica. See you guys at a different time later.